Law of attraction, abundance. We use different names for it. I personally use it myself, and I'm getting more and more clients coming to me asking for these sessions. So these are a couple of videos where I'm going to pose a couple of questions to you, and these questions will allow you to make your mind up whether you want to come and help me to clear those thoughts that are going on in your head. So one of my first questions I want to ask to you is, do you feel optimistic? When you wake up in the morning, do you wake up and think, it's going to be a good day? Or are you one of those people that wakes up and goes, oh, I've got work again. Oh, I've got to go out. That optimism, that it's going to be a good day, whatever it is, if you can get that into your mindset, means that you start that day off on a good note. So the first thing that I like to work with is that optimism. And then going on from that, do you have more good than bad days? Do you find yourself saying, oh, what a week, what a month? It gets into the back of our minds. So it's about looking at the positives. It's about taking those good things and remembering those too, not just those bad things that happened, the time you got splashed when you trod in a puddle or whatever it happens to be. When you meet people, do you find you're almost playing that role of an actor for whoever you meet? So if it's a boss, you're being one person. If it's your friends, you're being another. Now with me, I am the same person wherever I am, whether I'm talking on stage, whether I'm talking on the camera, whether I'm talking to friends. I'm just me. And it's something that hypnotherapy and the law of attraction taught me, to be me again. For a long time, I kind of played all those parts. I could have played every part in EastEnders, I would think. But now I'm me. Wherever I am, whatever I do, I am me. And do you feel confident in you? And I don't mean arrogantly confident, but when you do things, when you get involved in things, do you feel confident in them? We can help with that personal development to bring those bits out of you too. And that comes to the work you do. Do you love what you do for a living? I get up every day, and to be honest, I don't feel like I've worked in the last 6 years since I started to do this, and I didn't really before. I've always loved the work that I do, and one of the things I've said is whatever I do, wherever I am, I'll always make the best of it. Because if you love what you do, it makes the day a better day. It makes the day a more positive day. And believe me, I've had jobs where you think, really, it can be positive? I spent probably 2 years working in a dog kennel, cleaning out everything you really wouldn't want to clean out, but I loved it. I spent all that day chatting to the dogs, answering the questions to the staff who wondered who I was talking to, and explaining it was the dogs. I loved it. It was a part of me. It was something I loved to do. And do you follow your passions? Do you do the things that you love? And I can hear somebody saying, I just can't afford it. But it's sometimes when you're in that more positive mindset, you can see other ways of doing those things you love. A couple of years ago, a friend of mine was setting up a car challenge. Now, I love cars, so I asked to become involved. And I ended up doing all kinds of things that I would never have been able to do before to do with cars. I got to go on racetracks, Brands Hatch. I got to go to an event where there was a Formula One car and look after the Formula One car. I did some amazing things. Now, I'm not some extremely rich person. I just was positive about asking to be involved in things, and through that got to be involved in things I was really passionate, things I love, which then expands kind of my confidence in me. Same with social friends. If you're surrounded by people that are quite negative, are quite toxic, you're almost going to be filled with their energy too. So it's surrounding yourself with people that encourage you, that allow you to grow. And it's about having that confidence sometimes, and that's where we can help again, of growing that social circle. So it's not saying get away from those friends completely, that are holding you back, holding you down. It's about growing that circle, having those people and the confidence to go and join in with those other people. Carrying baggage around. Do you find you've got a rucksack on your back of all the stuff, of things in the past? This happened to me before, so I'm not going to do it again. Well, tomorrow's another day. Now is another minute. It's about bringing yourself back to that living for the moment. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes. So by bringing it back to that moment and enjoying that moment, we then allow life to carry on without looking behind. Are you honest with yourself? Do you admit to yourself that there are things holding you back? So we can help you to uncover that honesty within you. And finally, do you do everything you can to stay healthy? Now, I'm not saying you have to go to the gym. I'm not saying you have to do hundreds of classes. It's finding those things that make you not only physically healthy, but mind healthy. So for me, even though I worked in a gym for many, many years, that was never my chosen form of exercise. I will walk with my dogs for hours, and that also clears my mind. So it's finding that thing that allows you to be healthy in your own way. So there's my first few tips, things to think about. Have a listen to the next one that will follow shortly. And if you want to come and make those changes, if you want to work your way through, then come and book a session with me.